guys, welcome to David Zimaleta. I want to show you in today's video what a failing turbo sounds like. Can you hear that? Watch the sound change a little bit. There you go, it disappeared. So the turbo vanes are damaged and it closes them up a little bit, which creates that deep sound, and then it lets them go. Right now it's closing, let it go. So when driving, it basically cannot allow you to accelerate that fast, and it comes and goes, intermittent. Now, today's video is actually done a week after I've done these driving tests. So before it was not as apparent, now it is. And you could definitely tell the change in sound. So that's how you tell if your turbo is malfunctioning. So take a look at some of these videos when I was driving. Before we get into it, I needed to recently pull another Sprinter with mine. Man, it was like dying on the road. Like, it's like one day I had a good running Sprinter, the next this happens, and it happens, you know, with turbos. Now, I think like last year, maybe a year and a half ago, 2 years ago, I can't remember now. I replaced the turbo on this. Actually, like 2 years ago, I replaced the turbo on this. Well, now the turbo has failed again. So apparently, this can happen a lot more often than you think, but in all my lifetime driving these Sprinters for 14 years, this is the first time I've seen it where I replaced a turbo and 2 years down the road I have to do it again. But at the same time, that's not bad. You know, I put in a used turbo and it lasted 2 years. You know, what more can I say? You know, it's a pre-turbo basically. So I'll have to install a turbo, so I will make a better video than I did last year, me installing the turbo, because this time I'm going to use my head-mounted GoPro, which eliminates all the shake. Right now I'm coming to you from my iPhone, that's where I'm recording on, and you will be able to see firsthand how to replace your own turbo. So stay tuned, I guess, for that video. Not right now, but it's going to be coming. I got some other exciting videos to show you. I'm doing a lot of transmission work recently, so I'll be showing you guys some of that. Guys, if you're a subscriber to the channel, thank you so much. Really appreciate it. If you're not a subscriber, however, please consider subscribing, especially if you own Sprinters like this. My goal is to keep coming out with Sprinter content and basically have it provided on my channel, all the services that you could do it yourself for, you know, very little money or no money, or actually just do it properly by getting the right parts. So not always you could fix the pennies on the dollar, but if you can, I'll tell you how to do it. Also hit a like and a bell notification to be notified when my videos come out, because now in YouTube, for a while now, it's not good enough just to be subscribed. YouTube will not notify you of my videos. They will only notify you if you hit a bell notification. So if you're interested in seeing every time when my episodes come out, which they come out every single day, hit a bell notification, because we got a lot of Sprinter stuff coming, guys. See you guys in my next, well, continue watching this, and I guess I'll see you guys in my next video after you watch this. actually experiencing slow acceleration, slower than usual. Closely, you will sort of hear the turbo, the way it's working. So this is a little uphill. It's hard to tell at these type of speeds. This is the speed limit here, but the turbo is definitely having issues. It seems like it's opening and closing, opening and closing, opening and closing. Perhaps the turbo vanes are somewhat damaged. Once I'm going to slow down by a lot, I'm going to attempt to accelerate. So you hear that? Like all of a sudden this lower type of noise, now it's released. Now it's lower type of sound, and it lasts for a little bit, then released. It's still engaged right now, so this means the turbo, it's closing on its own just a little bit, and that's why it's creating the different sound of a downflow. And I could definitely hear the turbo outside. It's spinning a little bit differently. So I'm coming to a point where I need to slow down a lot and then speed up. Normally my van would actually speed up really fast. So right now it's speeding up as it should. A little bit slower to 60, and then it opened up again. It should have been nice and steady all the way up there. But it seems like the turbo's having issues. It's getting stuck. Because as the turbo vanes, they open up, it's kind of shutting them down again. They open up and it's getting shut down again. But the last intersection where I needed to speed up was slower. So right now I'm actually going uphill. This is okay how it's going up right now, even though like I'm not hitting a gas pedal that hard. But still slower than usual. I can definitely tell with my Sprinter. But my last intersection, before this one that I just did, I didn't record that video. It actually took off a lot slower. It was quite noticeable. It was barely got up to 40, and then it released and it started going good again. I just started noticing this yesterday, and today I could definitely tell it's worse than yesterday. So there's a good chance this turbo is going to go out a lot sooner than later. Okay. Welcome to David Zimaleta. In today's video I want to show you the signs that you're going to be getting, the first signs of a turbo going bad. This just started going bad on me yesterday. It was a little bit weird at first, but as I keep monitoring the situation, and today just going for a second drive, each drive did last more than 40 miles each way. So, well, actually just 40 miles total for the whole day. And I noticed these changes, kind of like it does that, like with the engine. I know that's not a really good representation of it, but I have recorded the actual symptoms and the sounds, and I think this iPhone is going to pick up every bit of a sound, possible. And since my exhaust is cut off, you can hear a lot more louder, so it should be a little bit more apparent. Like right now, you hear this? Turbo slows down. So I've just accelerated to 45 just fine. But it's like a dull type of sound. As the turbo closes, then it creates this kind of like the sound like it's a restricted type of airflow, and then it opens up, and then it's restricted again. So for many of you guys, that's going to be difficult to find out, like what's actually going on. But that's actually the turbo vanes. They're getting stuck a little bit. They open up, and they're kind of like flapping around over there. I have another issue that I just caught. My power steering pump looks like the fluid needs to be replaced. It's actually getting ready to hard to turn the steering wheel. Let me show you. And you could see that like it takes some effort to turn the steering wheel. It should be turning a lot faster. Hey guys, I'm just gonna record me driving on the way back to find out like if I see anything new. That way I could actually record it. Looking off at the light. So right now you can see hesitation right here. I am pressing it fully and finally it opened up. And now you kind of see what happened right there. It seemed like it got quickly stuck and unstuck. Caused the vehicle to jerk a little bit. Not pressing the gas all the way, I'm just going normally, guys. So right now it's kind of like okay acceleration, not the best, but I could definitely see that the Sprinter is driving worse than it was, even though mine is not in any kind of limp mode. It's just I'm getting mechanical malfunctions from the turbo. That's all it is. Now I'm just gonna hit it all the way. This is the response I get, slow and steady, and I just let go. I came to a full stop. Now I'm gonna try to accelerate really fast from the start. So it accelerated fine till 55, and then it did a little jerk. So you could see the turbo actually got stuck and unstuck really quickly. See if it still does this. Let's see. This is going a little uphill, so that noise is fine. That's supposed to be there. So it's good right now. This is nice and steady, but it feels like it's under load a little bit, and we are going slightly uphill. It's not doing it right now. So we're going slightly uphill here too. Okay, you can hear this stronger noise. That's the noise I'm talking about. And then it's slightly released, and this noise is back again. So this is a noise of restricted airflow. It's under load, but it's a little bit restricted as well. Now it's a little bit lighter. You can kind of tell that it kind of like released. Even though we're still going a little bit uphill.
Zimaleta. I'm 37 years old, and yes, I experienced success after buying my first home for cash. Back in 2011, I was broke, but I learned to solve problems on my own. Now I'm helping others to solve their problems. I know what pitfalls to avoid to stay profitable in business. Need motivation to be more successful in your life? Do you have Sprinter expedite or business problems? Then subscribe. Let's find creative solutions to your problems. Hit the bell notification so you don't miss any of my helpful videos.